Hi y'all, welcome to another cleaning video. In this video, I'm taking 2 nights and I am deep cleaning my kitchen, reorganizing my entire pantry, and I'm also deep cleaning my living room and decorating a little bit. We got a lot done. I had been sick for like 2 weeks and I was just feeling like I needed a full refresh. So that is basically what we did. So I'm starting in the kitchen. It's a little bit of a disaster, so I'm just going to kind of start as like a normal cleaning here, just putting things where they actually belong, throwing trash away, and and obviously I still have a little like sore throat. My voice kind of went away. So sorry about that. Sorry if I sound kind of weird in this video. But anyway, just clearing off the island, throwing trash away, putting the dirty dishes in the sink. And I really needed to scrub down the island. So I sprayed it with Dawn Power Wash and gave it like a really, really good scrub down. And then I'm going to unload and reload the dishwasher. We are doing the dishes here. How is everybody's 2024 so far? Aside from being sick for 10 days straight and my kids did not get sick, which is like, it's great. Of course, I don't want them to be sick, but it is honestly feels almost harder when I'm sick and I'm a stay-at-home mom and my kids are perfectly fine and they're just running circles around me. It's crazy. Other than that, we are doing great over here. The weather has been beautiful here in Wyoming. How is everybody else going? How are you doing on your New Year's resolutions? Have we given up yet? Are we going strong? Let me know down below. After I get this dishwasher absolutely loaded as full as it can get with all of these dishes, I had quite a few left over that I needed to hand wash. And so I'm just going to be doing that. And then I also, off of camera, washed and oiled up all of our wood cutting boards. If you really pay attention, which I know some of you guys do, some of y'all notice like the littlest things in my videos, which I love. You might see that we have a little collection of wooden cutting boards. Forgot the name of them for a second. Wooden cutting boards. My husband and I both really like to cook, so people often get us stuff for our kitchen as gifts. So we get wooden cutting boards as gifts all the time, and I don't like to use them. I just love them to be like perfect and beautiful. And we also, 2 of them have our last name like engraved into them or etched or whatever you would call it for wood. So I like for them to stay basically like perfect and pristine. So once a month I will just hand wash them and oil them so that they stay nice and hydrated. And the only time I really use them honestly is for charcuterie boards. I really don't like to cut on them and make like little lines in them like wood cutting boards can get. So I oiled those up and put them back here with our wooden little knife block and our wooden salt and pepper grinders. So love that. That whole area is looking nice and cute, and I wiped everything down over there. And then I'm going to scrub the stovetop next to that and get this all nice and deep cleaned, give it a really good scrub down. And I use the little back side of this brush, the scraper side, to get off anything that's really burnt on. And then I wipe everything off and give it a second wipe down with half water, half vinegar. This will get any soap residue off, and it really shines up like any glass or stainless steel. And then once I'm done with that, I also basically do the same routine inside the microwave. I scrub it out with Dawn Power Wash and just a cleaning rag. I wipe everything down, and then I go in with half water, half vinegar just to get any soap residue and grease off. Especially that soap residue, you definitely don't want to be like heating up your food or something and have like soap still inside of your microwave, so I definitely like to make sure that I wipe the inside of the microwave totally clean after that. And another thing that I will deep clean once a month is this little trash compartment, and it got really, really bad this time. So I'm just taking these things out. I'm going to get everything that fell to the bottom with a gloved hand because it was all very grimy, and then I just vacuum out the crumbs and wipe everything down really, really well with a multi-surface cleaning spray. Of course, my dog is there trying to get anything he can, but it was just gross, nasty papers and crumbs and stuff, so nothing for him. And then when I put the trash cans back, I'll spray them down with half water and half vinegar. That just gets rid of any odors and disinfects. So now we are on to reorganizing the pantry, and oh my gosh, it is a wreck. Basically, the method to my madness for this pantry clean out and reorganize is these 4 sections. I'm going section by section, taking whatever's in there out, wiping that little section down, and then I am going to put whatever was there into containers. And I'm just going to continue this one by one until each section is cleaned out, wiped down, and everything that was there is decantered into these awesome clear organizers that I got off of Amazon. I am in love with them. I got this set that I'm using right now, and then I got a set of all like lunch-sized glass containers, both off of Amazon. I will link them down below if you're in the market. I thought they were a really reasonable price, and I love these. These are the perfect sizes for organizing a pantry. They just get taller for the bigger ones, and I just think that's so perfect, and they stack so perfectly on each other for organizing your pantry and for storing the ones that you're not using. They're awesome. You will see how I stored the ones that I'm not using later on. So I'm just going, like I said, section by section, taking things out, wiping down anything that needs to be wiped down, and then putting everything into organized containers. And then I kind of flip-flop a couple things as I go when I am putting things back. But for the most part, I try to keep everything with similar items or with items that you will use together. For example, the pancake batter is going to go near or in the same section as the syrup, if that makes sense. All of the oats and granola and nuts and seeds that we have all go together because I usually use them at the same time. You get what I mean? Protein is going to go near that stuff because that's what I make like smoothies with and smoothie bowls and stuff that I top with granola. You get what I mean? And then all those things are going to go together. All the snacks are going to go together. So that is kind of how I chose to organize it. And then I'm also going to go through the bottom section right here. You can see this bottom pantry section has pull-out drawers. So I'm going to have basically a bread and pasta section, a fruit section, a vegetable section, and I also have kind of an oatmeal snacky section with like little popcorns and just like single packaged items, like single package oatmeal, single package popcorn. And then the one that I'm working on right now, I was planning on having as my kids' snacks, but you can see that one of their fruit snack boxes didn't fit there. So I end up later on moving all of those snacks up to that top section so that they can all be together. And then right here, I am kind of reorganizing my can section as best I can by like size and type. And then I got some tuna cans that I needed to go in here that we had just gotten from Sam's. And that bottom section, like I said earlier, is for kind of single serve snacks, if that makes sense. After that was all said and done, I finally got rid of all my plastic containers and I only kept the ones that were glass. And then here are the other glass containers that I got off of Amazon. Like I said, they're all kind of just lunch size, larger, and mainly to kind of meal prep for us and hold, leftovers and stuff like that. And then this is kind of the overall look of the pantry and how it all turned out. And this will fluctuate a little bit as I see fit, as I see, whatever we have, I'll move things around if need be. So here is kind of sort of the final look. In this little end shot that I have, I still had those snacks in that one pull-out drawer, but then I get a little clip of me moving those. So here's the fruit drawer, and then I have some vegetables here, and there were some onions under those peppers and some tomatoes, I think, as well. And here is the snack drawer. I end up moving those up, and in this empty bottom drawer and that second drawer, I put all of the containers. So these are all the unused containers for the pantry organization, and here's all the glass containers. So I thought that was so perfect. And now we are moving on to the next day. We had hit up Hobby Lobby. These mushrooms and little wooden things are for the kids' bedroom, but these are the main star of the show, the stuff that we got for the dining room and the living room to decorate. I got these gorgeous framed pieces, and I don't know if Hobby Lobby has always had these. I feel like they did. The problem with me decorating and why this dining room has been plain for so long is because I am so indecisive. I've probably walked by these framed pictures 100 times at Hobby Lobby in the last year and a half that we've lived here, and just never thought to pick them up because I just cannot visualize this stuff in my head. It is so hard for me. And 50% of the time I end up buying stuff that I end up not liking once it's up. But oh my gosh, my husband put these up and I am in love. And then I finally got some wreaths. So these windows, the windows in our dining room and these windows in the living room here, are like truly vintage farmhouse windows. They were actually taken off of a house that was about to be bulldozed, like an old farmhouse that was no longer livable. And these were basically a housewarming gift to us for our first house, and they're absolutely gorgeous. So of course I had to bring them with us. They're like actually truly vintage windows. So of course we have the double, open windows in the dining room, and then these cutesy little square windows here in the living room that I finally just wanted to add a little bit of color to. So I got these wreaths and I thought that was so perfect. And if you are watching along, you will have seen that my husband was shampooing the couch for me. So over this last weekend, I had been deep cleaning the entire house, basically by myself, not for any other reason than I just wanted to. Cleaning totally de-stresses me, and after being sick, I just wanted to completely gut out the house and deep clean and restart. So I had actually deep cleaned like all the other rooms of the house, and by that point I was actually over using that shampooer. I had shampooed all 3 of the bedrooms and the playroom, and I shampooed the playroom couch. So I was like, yeah, you can do the living room couch for me, babe. Thanks. While I just like hang up my cutesy little stuff and like put mushrooms in the kids' room. You shampoo the couch. Thank you so much. And if you were also watching along with me, you would have seen my little toddler who swore he wasn't tired and then 2 minutes later was passed out on said couch. Of course. So once we got him wrangled and into bed, and the shampooing of the couch was done, we moved the couch out so I could pick up the toys and vacuum and mop behind and under the couch. And I also gave the lamp in here a really good wipe down. And then we went ahead and moved the couch back, and I just finished up by vacuuming and mopping the rest of the living room, dining room, and kitchen area. And then I had to shoo my husband off the couch so that I could do the final spray down with some Miss Meyer's not multi-surface cleaning spray, the Miss Meyer's room spray that I love to spray everything everywhere as a little finishing touch. He was just helping me out by kind of putting the blankets back in here, the throw blankets, and putting my pillow covers back on the pillows in here. I'm always trying to add color in little ways in here. I do like like the gray and the beige and stuff that I have going on, I just like to add color in ways that are changeable, as you might be able to tell. I love to just have a pillowcase. I love to just have a curtain that's colorful. I love my beige couch with colorful pillows, because I feel like then, because I'm so weird with decorating and I'm so indecisive and I feel like I'm honestly so bad at it, if I hate it, I can just change it. If I get bored of it, I can just change it. If I hate these green curtains tomorrow, I can put them in the closet and get different colored curtains, and it's not a big deal. But if I get a green couch and I get over and I hate the green couch one day, it's much harder to just get a different color couch. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I kind of roll. So I'm just finishing up in here, spraying everything down. And that is the final look of the living room and dining room. Thank you guys so much for cleaning and reorganizing and deep cleaning here in this video with me. If you're still watching, I have an entire playlist of cleaning and deep cleaning always linked down below, and I will see you guys in another video very soon. Bye.